Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. Today I am trying to decide on a new monitor for photo editing. And from what I've seen from questions and whatnot, I think a lot of people are in this situation too. So I thought I'd share my thoughts with you, what I'm looking at, and maybe it'll help you guys choose a monitor for photo editing. Basically, as a rule of thumb, we want to make sure we have an IPS panel for photo editing monitors, and basically what that does is it gives us a better usually a better color gamut and a better consistency of contrast across the monitor. It also allows us to have not a big shift when we move our head for viewing angles, so that normally they're around 178 degree viewing angle, meaning that, you know, if you're looking at it this way or if you're looking at it this way, you're not really going to get a big difference in the image, which is important. You know, if you're shifting in your chair and looking, you want to make sure that if you're off by a few angles of what you were just looking at, it looks the same. As a given, monitors, if you want the best of the best, get an EZO or ISO, however you say that, or an NEC, one of the top end ones, but you're looking at $1,000 to $2,000 or more dollars, depending on the size and whatnot. For an example, I was looking at the NEC PA242W-BK. That's a 24-inch monitor. It is on sale for $975.99. It is regularly $1253. This is on Amazon right now, and you know, these are excellent monitors. These have 14-bit 3D lookup tables. That's the LUTs for calibration and whatnot. Really solid monitor, wide gamut space. In other words, really good color reproduction. What you see is what you get. You should be able to, you know, if you can't get your prints to match this monitor, there's a problem. But my problem with this monitor is I don't want to spend $975.99 even on sale. Now, next up we could go with the next down in the list as far as price, and I should say I'm looking at 24 inches to save money. Most of these same monitors are available in 27s or even larger, so if you want a 27, by all means they're available. You're probably looking at almost double the price. Okay, so the next up I would consider is a Dell 24, that's the U2413, which is a 24-inch monitor. And this is a really nice monitor too. Let's see here. Amazon has these at $459.15. Not a bad deal. Regularly listed is $549.99. The U2413 from Dell is a wider gamut display as well. It's an 8-bit plus A-FRC, which suffices to mean it basically gives you a 10-bit equivalent of 1.07 billion colors. It's a GB-LED display, which also gives you a better LED display in the sense of what it can display color-wise and gamut-wise and things like that. So for the price, this isn't that bad a price. But next up, I had available in my selections, I was looking at, there was a couple of ViewSonics, VA2349S, which is as low as $149.99. And then there was a VP2365 LED, which is a ViewSonic as well. That was $329.99. Now, neither of these rated as well when I started digging into reviews and whatnot as the Dell U2413. So that got me to look into a couple other Dell models. There's two very popular models also available from Dell, which fall in a little lower price bracket, but don't rate too bad for reviews. That would be the U2414H and the U2414M. Now, these don't rate quite as well as a 2413. They are, I believe, 6-bit panels, but they did get nice reviews as far as a decent panel, decent monitor, and being able to use it for fairly accurate color and for image reproduction. So basically, you know, not a bad price. The 2414H is $249.99 on Amazon right now, and the 2414M where was that one here, is $265. Now, when I looked at the two reviews, I gave the nod to the 2414H. It seemed to have a little bit better contrast uniformity. So in other words, you know, from one side of the screen to the other, corner to corner, whatnot, you're getting that consistent image, which to me seems to be important. So that is the monitor I've chosen to go with, the U2414H. As I said, it is currently on for $249.99, and that's at Amazon. I'll put links to all these monitors below for you on Amazon. You can have a peek at them, see what you think if you're interested. But I thought, you know, for $249.99, not a bad price at all. Here in Canada, I actually got it on sale at another location. I think it was Future Shop for $269.99. So it might have been Best Buy. Can't remember. Anyways, that'll be coming shortly, and we will do an unboxing for you and then hook it up and tell you what I think about it once it's in production. You know, ultimately, I can't disagree that, you know, these NEC and the ISO monitors are very good quality and probably going to give you the best reproduction. Do you absolutely need them as far as, you know, especially if you're a hobbyist and you're not shooting for a living? That's a lot of money to be spending, you know, around $1,000 or more on a monitor. These other monitors, I think, are going to get you most of the way there, maybe 85–90% of the way there. And really the big thing for me is I want to be able to fairly accurately see my image. I want to be able to see what I'm doing. I want to have not any shift if I'm moving my head, you know, if you're looking at it from a different angle on the monitor. And perhaps the biggest thing is I want it to be consistent. I want to, if I'm going to spend a couple hours working on image, I want it to look the same there, and then when I print it to get an accurate reproduction of that. And if my monitor's not showing me things properly, it's pretty hard to do that. So anyways, that's what I'm going to go with. If you wanted the absolute cheapest one, I think that the ViewSonic is not a bad deal. That is the VA. Let me just look it up here for you. The VA 2349S, which is currently $149.99. Still an IPS panel. Not quite as accurate as the Dell U2414H, but it didn't test too bad in the tests. And a lot of the reason it's cheaper is it doesn't have a fully adjustable bracket on the back, whereas the Dell did, which to me is worth the extra money, because if you're going to buy one of those too, there you go. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. Have anybody bought any of these monitors? Do you have comments on this? Do you have experiences with one of them? Do you think you absolutely need to have the top end monitor? Do you think even the cheapest monitor is fine? I have a friend that calibrates a, I forget a Handsong or something monitor, off-brand one, and he says it looks great, and he actually has an NEC as well. And he said he would never spend the money on the NEC again. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. Leave some comments below. Let's have a discussion on monitors for photography, for videography too. The same type of things apply. And stay tuned. We'll keep you up to date with what's going on in the world of photography, videography, and technology right here at artoftheimage.com. Thanks a lot, folks.